Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. MattCam89 here, and today we have another mystery unboxing, and it is GG Retro. And as always, they have an awesome box. Every month is a different artwork, so really cool that they do that. Always interesting to see what type of artwork they're going to be sending in the next month. If you're not familiar with this service, it is another video games mystery box that you pay monthly for. Depending on how many games you want will determine how much the price is. This is my most expensive box of the three that I currently do, which is Video Games Monthly, GG Retro, and Loved Again Media, which I also have that box. You'll be seeing that probably next week. But we're going to go ahead with GG Retro. They do retro and also newer consoles as well. And when I was on their website last month, I noticed that they added a PC section. So I decided to add PC just because I'm kind of curious of what type of games that they may send PC wise, because it is tricky. A lot of, especially newer PC games, are not actually disc based. They're, even if you buy a physical version, it's usually just a card on the inside with a digital code to Steam or one of the other platforms on there. So I would imagine that it would be a lot of older discs or PC games, which I'm cool with. Um, Although there is risk because it may not play on newer hardware and things like that, but still kind of cool to see what I could potentially get, or it could be something that ends up biting me in the butt, and it's kind of a curiosity kill the cat type thing. So we'll see. This is going to be the first month that we possibly get PC, and let's jump right into it. So the first one for the PC, and it is the Sega PC Collection Sonic CD. So kind of cool. I mean, it works for me just because I'm a huge Sonic fan. I don't know how much value this would actually have, especially, you can't really consider this game complete in box because typically PC games of this era came in what's called a big box form. So there usually was another box with a manual and things like that. So even though it's got the jewel case, and let's take a look on the inside. Yeah, it's a very thin paper, just kind of how to install. Looks like this game was designed for Windows 95 and 98. So I don't even know if we're going to be able to get this collection working. And it's not very clear on if it's just Sonic CD that's on this disc or if there are other Sonics on here. So we'll try to find out, even if I can even get this to work, we'll see. So pretty cool to get, if obviously if you're not a Sonic fan, this is not going to be a cool grab. But for me, where I am a Sonic fan, this will be something cool to kind of check out. But at the same time, a lot of these games you can play easily on other consoles, and there's a million ways to play this game and many other Sonic games nowadays. So, but still pretty cool to get in the collection. Hopefully, you know, I don't know if this ends up being a bad box PC wise. I don't know if I'm just gonna remove PC. I may give it another try because I got a feeling that maybe I could potentially get some really cool older PC stuff that I would like to have in my collection. All right, it looks like we are continuing the PC path. This is a great game, but again, it falls into that category that there are much better ways to play this game. And honestly, if I'm gonna go through the effort to play this game, I'm gonna play it the newer way. But still kind of cool to get. Again, I can't imagine that this is worth anything value-wise. Age of Empires 2. Again, it's going to be one of those things that they typically came in a big box form. And this one says CD set on the back here. So I'm kind of wondering if this was actually part of like a a collector's set. Maybe the expansion pack came with it, or the original Age of Empires came with it. Still kind of cool. I do like Age of Empires. It isn't my favorite RTS or civilization type building game. I prefer, when it comes to Microsoft, prefer Rise of Nations. And I actually prefer the time period of the original Age of Empires more than I do kind of this medieval style Age of Empires. But this is still a great game. Again, I don't know if I'm going to be able to get this version to work, but I am going to try. So if you see gameplay video in this video of these games, I actually got it working on the PC. I'm not going to include video of the newer Age of Empires, but there is the new definitive edition, kind of remastered versions that are obviously designed for newer PCs. That is the best way to play these games. Age of Empires 1, Age of Empires 2, and that's what I would recommend. So far, although these are cool and they're good games, it's just value wise, it's hard to justify. Um, but I'll reserve that opinion for the end of the video, because who knows, maybe I'll pull out something out of this box that's going to really wow me. So we'll see. All right, and we are continuing the trend of PC. It looks like this one is a bigger box form, and not really excited to get this one. And it's not that I don't like the genre that it is, it's just that I'm not going to install this on my PC. I have no plans of getting the instrument for it or any of the instruments for it to be able to play it. So if somebody wants this game, reach out to me. I'll give it to you. It is Guitar Hero 3 Legends of Rock. Again, not necessarily a bad game, but the only instrument that I have is for the PlayStation 3. So that's kind of the only console that I would want music type games for. I'm not going to go out and buy a console, instrument for to play this on PC, even if it works, and I'm not even sure. Again, not a bad game. I enjoyed the music games back in the day. I still kind of enjoy the music games. It's just I'm not going to invest, especially nowadays. I think the instruments are going for a pretty penny. This one does seem that it is complete in box and in good condition. You know, it might require a CD key, so. And I don't mind, like I said, getting older PC games, but this is one that's just it's not going to get played. So there will not be gameplay footage of this one. I apologize for in advance, but I'm just not going to install it. There may be a way that you can play the game with a mouse and keyboard, but it's just not the way that I would want to play the game. But again, if somebody wants a copy of Guitar Hero 3 Legends of Rock on the PC, let me know. Reach out to me and we can either do a trade or maybe just give it to you. So we'll see. And it looks like we have one more game in this box. Again, I don't know what that is going to be value wise. I can't imagine it's going to be that much. We have an original Xbox. This service has really built out my OG Xbox collection. This is a game that I've never heard of. Unfortunately, it is a racing game. And again, I'm not a big fan of simulation style racing games. This kind of seems to be in that realm. And it is total immersion racing on the original Xbox. Looks to have nice graphics on the back there if you can see the screenshots. But again, not a game that really piques my interest here. But who knows? When I capture gameplay footage, this might end up being a game that surprises me. It has happened in the past. Again, I can't imagine that this game is a high valued game. So if I had to guess, I probably did not get anywhere close to um, the value that I pay for the box, or at least what I pay for the box. And you have to understand that when you go into these services, they have to make money, and I understand that, and that I will never fault them. I don't ever expect to get exactly what I paid for, but you kind of want to get a little bit close, you know. So if I'm paying $65 for a box, maybe I want to get closer to that $45 to $50 range in value at least, um, according to price charting, because you know that and I know that when I sell these games on eBay, for the ones that I don't want, I don't even get the values that price charting says. I don't. Sometimes I wonder where those values are coming from. But sometimes, I get pennies on the dollar for a lot of these games. So, but it is what it is. Am I happy with this? I'm gonna say no. This is not. There isn't really anything here. Like there's a curiosity to see the Sonic game, but this falls into that territory of that VGM box that I got a month or two ago, where there was nothing really interesting in that box for me to play as a gamer. And, I'm not the type of collector where I just collect to collect. I collect to play the games, and I'm more interested to in these boxes for the excitement of what I could possibly get, with the understanding that there's going to be months like this where I don't win, and definitely did not win in my book anyways with this particular box here. Now, your taste may be a little bit different, so in your eyes, this may be a win. But I just feel like everything here, there's a better way to play it, or the value just wasn't really there for me. Again, there's going to be some curiosity, so this will be my pick of the box here. You let me know in the comment section below. What did you think of this month's GG Retro box? To me, it was a little bit disappointing, especially being kind of light on games, only 4 this month, and the fact that they kind of seem more on the lower end. I think I'm going to give them one more month with PC included. And if I get another box like this where it's mostly PC and nothing that I'm interested in, then I'll probably end up cutting out PC and continuing the service, because the other boxes have been pretty good. So again, you let me know in the comment section below. Was this a win or was this a loss? And as always, happy gaming and God bless. And be sure to check out my live streams every Tuesday and Friday at 9:30 p.m. U.S. Eastern Time.